Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it has finally happened. 100,000 subscribers on the Pokemon channel. When we started this channel back up, it was literally called the Noah Experiment. It changed to more NoahJ because I just didn't know what I wanted to upload, didn't know the direction I wanted to take on this channel. It has now evolved into its final form, the form that it will be in forever, NoahJ Pokemon. And I literally just can't thank you guys enough for the support. I was not expecting to hit 100k subscribers literally anytime soon on this channel ever. And I figured, you know, you only hit 100k subscribers, you only hit like the next digit a few times, you know, like 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, the million, the 10 million. I mean, there are really very few of these where you add another digit. So I figured we'd go hard or go home on this one. So this is going to be one of the most expensive videos I've made so far in terms of opening, but it's also going to be showing off my collection. So let me show you guys what I mean here. My mat literally isn't even big enough for what I'm about to do, and you guys will see why in just a second. But at the end of this video, we have 5 heavy first edition Team Rocket packs. They are all heavy, meaning that more than likely, like literally 9 out of 10 times, these are all gonna have hollows in it, and we're gonna be opening those up for a celebration at the very end. It's the rarest packs that I own. Heavy Team Rocket packs, incredibly rare stuff and incredibly expensive stuff. But you guys might be asking, like, why can you see some of my keyboard? Why am I a little off over here? Essentially what I'm gonna be doing today is I'm going to be showing off my collection. This is essentially the updated collection video, and if you guys saw my first one, basically I've changed what I'm doing a whole lot with in terms of collecting. So essentially I am not now going for just like bulk. I want like a huge stack of like full art shinies type thing. And given I do literally have, I'll go ahead and show you guys here. This is just like what I grabbed off the top. Given I do like literally have that, I do have just a stack of full arts, like rainbows, shinies. I do have those things that I'm talking about, but it's not really what I'm aiming for any. A little cheeky Greninja there at the end. It's not really what I'm aiming for anymore. I now kind of have shifted and rotated my Pokemon collecting into, I want a master set of things, and I want individual cards that I really like, and essentially anything else I either give away or sell and invest it back onto the channel for bigger and bigger openings. So I thought we'd start off and I'd go ahead and do an updated thing. So we're going to go through all of my Pokemon cards, all of my sets, everything that I have, everything that I own. We're going to go into my PSA cards, and then we're going to go into the pack opening. So without further ado, we're basically starting at my worst sets and then getting into better and better stuff toward the end. So this first one here is actually Vivid Voltage, and you'll notice that these early sets especially are kind of embarrassing and that I'm missing a lot of cards. And again, I don't want to, like, you know, sound like roast myself too hard for them, but these sets are, I mean, this is Vivid Voltage. It's the one with the rainbow Chonkachu, and it's kind of embarrassing to show. Like the full pages look really nice in here, but there's just so many empty spaces, and there's a reason I'm starting off with the bad ones, because I hate looking at them and I want to get them through them quickly. We've got some really cool cards, and I'll kind of point out the cool cards. Here's where we're getting to the kind of full art section, and you notice I'm still missing a ton of stuff, and then the rainbows, and then of course the gold cards right there at the end. So that's my that's my what does that say? Room 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, so I basically have a little note to myself saying, like, hey, if you want to include another set in this binder, 153 card set will fit in there. So essentially, that's my first binder. I think I have one more, like, really embarrassing bad binder here, and then we get into, yeah, so this is my Unified Minds here, and my Unified Minds, I love the set. I just haven't had the chance. I still have a ton of the cards to actually open, and there's some really cool GX tag team cards, everything like that. And if you'll notice, these cards right here are cards that I have, but they're not in here because they're on their way to PSA. Essentially, they're little markers saying, like, hey, imagine the card that's supposed to be there. I think that one's the Mewtwo and Mew GX card. Imagine the card's there, but it's actually on the way to PSA, so I don't have it in place right now. So again, this set's pretty embarrassing. I mean, the pages look really cool, and these are basically the master sets that I'm going for. We've got some cool full arts there at the bottom. full art trainer, and then I believe I have two rainbows right there, but that's pretty much it. So that's it for the embarrassing ones. Now we're going to get into the little bit more complete and meaty sets, and really just ones that I'm pretty proud of. Not all of them are complete. This is actually one that is complete. This is my Evolutions Master set here. So it's going to have literally every single card from Evolutions, and obviously the only one it's missing right here is the, that base set looking Charizard, and that's the one that's, all of those that I own are on their way to PSA or already PSA graded. So, again, this is basically the base set, but with these kind of like break cards, different cards that weren't part of the original, like the EX cards, the Megas, everything like that, weren't part of the original sets. And you guys might be wondering why I actually included the energies in here. If you take a look, if you actually look close enough, they're all numbered. So all the energies are numbered. So all of this is in order, bro. This page is beautiful right here. This page is absolutely beautiful. We got the Mewtwo, the Charizard, we got Venusaur, Blastoise, all the full art trainers, and then of course the page of the secret rares over here, which are really, really cool. I freaking love this set. And Evolutions was the first one that got me back into Pokemon. And then right behind Evolutions, we have Breakthrough, which is another from the XY set. Again, this one is back to being a little bit more embarrassing. I'm missing definitely a lot of stuff, unfortunately, from this. It's one of the ones that I have to open up. And we have a lot of the commons, but we're missing a good amount of the, I mean, we literally just have like a Giovanni on the end. So that's another embarrassing one. And so yeah, that's my complete, full 100% complete. And for the cards that say PSA, I'll either show you those cards or, they're literally still at PSA in the never-ending abyss that is PSA. So next up is Shining Fates, which I'm actually working on right now, but I'm really liking the way this set looks. I basically have everything completed except for this card right here. Essentially, like, done, and one Ditto card. So once I have those two, all of the commons will be done, and then we get to the full art pages where we get to see all of the full arts, and then we get into the shinies, which Shining Fates, I pulled so many. I still am missing a ton of cards from the Shining Fates, a ton. But once you get far enough, this one's going to PSA right here, but once you get far enough, that's the Charizard right there, you get to the full art shiny pages, and they just look absolutely beautiful when you get to them. I mean, we're just missing like what, one full art shiny, and that's it. I think it's that one right there, and we literally have the secrets, we have everything done in Shining Fates aside from the shiny hollows and stuff. So that's my Shining Fates. Really, really cool set, and another one I'm working on. And I believe now we get into the big boys, my really, really complete sets that I'm proud of, and sets that I've been working on for a long time. So first up is, you guys might recognize this from my Champion's Path here. This is my full 100% complete Champion's Path, like, in binder set. So every single card that's in Champion's Path is literally in this binder. And yes, you might be asking, what the F is that doing there? Listen, it's not my fault that Trubbish has to be in here for it to be completed. I tried doing it with the ripped Trubbish, and it just looked terrible. So this is basically, with every single set, there's going to be one designated leader of the Trubbishes, and it's going to be the only Trubbish that survives, essentially, in each set. So that's my plan. One Trubbish will survive, the rest of them will be ripped up. And as you can see here, absolutely beautiful page right here. I actually forgot I do have one card missing here that is going to PSA. But I mean, we have the Charizard. Finally we have the Charizard, all of the rainbows right here, and that's actually it for Champion's Path. Champion's Path is a really, really small set. So next up, we have Hidden Fates. This is another one of my like super proud ones, because it's one that I collected 99% all on my own, just from opening stuff up. So you get through all of the commons and everything like that there, and then you get into the bird cards, everything like that. I can kind of shift this over to show Giovanni's Exile. We got the two full art trainers, and then you get into the big boy pages, which is all of the hollow shinies, all completed, all filled in, looking absolutely fantastic. And then, as you can see, I have a lot of cards from this set that I don't have any duplicates of, or if I have duplicates, they also went to PSA because they were really good centering or whatever it was. But we've got 2 cards right there that are missing at PSA right now. There it is, the Charizard that I finally pulled. It took so long to get that boy, but he is the only one I have. I didn't send him into PSA because I wanted him to have a little home there. Also, his centering was absolutely abysmal. But we got the Articuno, the Glaceon, the Greninja, Electrode, and in this entire set, here's one of them, but we're only missing 6 cards out of this entire set. The rest of them, again, at PSA, and hoping that I pull some duplicates. We got the Gardevoir finally. This page right here looks absolutely beautiful right there. And then, of course, we're missing, I think, 1 more trainer and then 1 more gold card. And then we're missing 2 gold cards right here at the end. So very nearly complete on the Shining Fates here. One of my favorite sets that I've ever opened up, and one that I am extremely proud of. So we have 1 more binder to go, but I'm gonna show you guys that in just a second for the reason that you'll see. So next up are my PSA cards. First up, I can actually zoom this back in now since we've done everything. So these are my fake PSA cards. I always like showing them off just because I thought it was a really cool project. I bought these or rather got these gold cards, and then I bought the cases, and I made little custom PSA logos for them. But they're essentially like gold cards. They're not real by any means, nor are they actually PSA graded. But I thought they were really cool, like first edition things. We've got the Ancient Mew gold card, and we've got the Mewtwo gold card. Really love these things, and of course, they're fake cards. They're not real. They're not actual Pokemon things, but I really like them for my collection, and that's what I have. Now, let's get into my actual PSA cards. These are the cards that I have PSA graded. This isn't all of them because I have to, we have to show the big boys last. These are the cards that I have back from PSA. Now, unfortunately, I have about 100 cards at PSA being graded right now, and out of 100 cards, these are the only ones that I've gotten back. This right here. These are the only ones that I've gotten back, and I'm not expecting to get those cards back for probably a year. It's really sad. But I mean, it was either that or pay literally thousands of dollars for faster shipping. So I said, hey, you know what? If I keep sending cards in, if I keep cards going, once they actually start coming back, it'll come back in waves. And as long as I had been sending cards in over the year, I'll eventually have just a constant flow of PSA. So first up is my XY Evolutions Mega Charizard PSA 10 that I pulled from my very first opening ever, which is beautiful card. We have our Umbreon Shiny, which is one of the cards that's actually missing out of that binder because it's sitting right here. PSA 10 as well. Absolutely stellar card. Perfect centering on this one. I was a sure thing that I was going to get a PSA 10 on that. Here is a first edition Brock's Ninetales from Gym Challenger. As you can see, the little first edition symbol. It's a PSA 9. This one was actually sent to me as a gift from someone I bought a base set pack from for an opening that I did a while back. We ended up getting a Hollow Nidoking from it, from a heavy first edition, or heavy base set pack. So that was cool. Here's a card that I probably didn't need to send into PSA, but it's a Mew card. I really like Mewtwo, and I was hoping for a 10 on it. Unfortunately, I didn't get it, but we got a PSA 9 Mew. It's probably the worst PSA card that I have, but hey, can't really complain. Here is my my Mewtwo that I got gifted recently in the PO box. Essentially, I opened up the PO box and someone had sent this beautiful Mewtwo through, and as you guys know, I'm getting all my Mewtwo's right now graded at PSA so that I have an entire PSA setup of every single Mewtwo that's ever been printed. And you'll notice that I have another big boy right underneath it. This is my PSA 10 year 2000 Gym Challenger Rockets Mewtwo Hollow. So this is the first edition one. And if you watched my videos recently, you know that I actually have 2 of these bad boys. Absolutely love this Mewtwo, and I now have 2 of them. They're graded. I mean, if you take a look at the numbers right here, this one was graded a long time ago. This one was graded like literally double the amount of cards later. You can tell this number actually just goes up for every single card that PSA grades. So it's kind of insane to look at the difference in quality and everything like that, because you can actually tell this one's a little bit better because their grading was a little bit more strict for the newer cards. But anyway, I have 2 of those, and then my crown jewel, my most expensive card that I own at the moment, my Shining Mewtwo. This is a $5,000 card. It is a first edition Neo Destiny, one of my favorite Mewtwo's. I absolutely love the way this card looks, and it's of course first shiny Mewtwo and one of the first edition Mewtwo's that you could actually get back in year 2002. Absolutely love this card. Graded pretty recently, so it's a really, really nice one, and that's the card. So, and then last but not least, the card that has no home right now, that I'm sending into PSA 2 as well. This is the Dark Raichu, not the one that I literally just pulled out of a first edition pack, but this is one that I pulled from Typical Gamers opening, and this one is way better centering. I have no doubt in my mind this is going to be a PSA 10 first edition Dark Raichu, so I'm really, really looking forward to sending that into PSA and getting that back, hopefully, at a PSA 10. So as of right now, I have a lot of cards missing, and basically as my cards start coming back, I'll do another, I obviously unbox all my PSA stuff on the channel, and whenever I do another updated video, hopefully all my PSA cards, all my actual best cards will be back. But one last thing before we get into the opening. This is, oh gosh, I'm spitting. Gross. This is the vintage binder. Essentially, this binder right here, a lot of the old sets were a lot smaller whenever they printed them. So there's a lot more room for multiple sets, and I'll show you guys what I mean here. So here is a completely blank page except for a dark Golbat and a piece of paper right here. So what this is this is my Team Rocket first edition master set that I am working on. So you'll see that I'm missing a lot of the holos, which again, hence the heavy Team Rocket first edition. I am going for a master set, aka pulling every single one of these cards in a first edition and having it in this binder. That's my plan. This one right here is at PSA. I believe that's a Dark Gyarados first edition. But as you can see, basically the way this set works is that it goes through all of the holos, and after it goes through all of the holos, you'll see Dark Alakazam is right here. This is also Dark Alakazam that goes here, but that one is a holo. So essentially it goes through all the holos are numbered, and it does the exact same cards non-holo, but they're numbered differently. You'll see that this Dark Gyarados is number 25, but the one that I sent to PSA is number 8. So essentially I need a bunch of holos, and I need like 1 or 2 more uncommons here. So we're missing, yeah, like I said, 1 or 2 more uncommons. But once we do that, the full master set, I mean, we're all the way from Charmander, Dark Wartortle, I mean the Eevee, basically every single card in English as well, in pristine pack fresh quality. These are all pristine quality cards, is in this binder. So I'm really, there it is, the Squirtle. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a $3 card or all of these cards are worth something because they're first edition pristine quality. But yeah, and then if you check out the last page here, we have the dark, this is basically where the set ends. This is the last card. We have the Dark Raichu that I just pulled right there. So next up, I have Fossil. So this one is not a first edition Lapras right here. It's a holo Lapras. It is not first edition. You'll notice a bunch of blank space, but then it picks up and I basically have every single uncommon, including a first edition Zapdos. This is a first edition Fossil set all the way up to the last card. Essentially, I have, pulled every single card that, or not pulled, been sent every single card in first edition from like, what is it? 31 on to 62, which is really cool. So next up, what we have is, this is a little blank page. And then this right here are my base set cards. So I'm also going for not a first edition because it's ridiculously expensive, but a first edition or a just normal base set, not evolutions, base set pack or master set. So we got the Gyarados, we got the Magneton holo. I forget which card I actually have at PSA with that. I think I can't remember. This is the only card that doesn't really make sense in here. It's a base set 2. That's because my actual base set Mewtwo is at PSA, and I figured, hey, it looks better than a piece of paper, even though it's not technically it. But whenever I have that graded, I'll have that to like show along with it. We have our Nidoking, our Ninetales, all base set, back from the very first printing of Pokemon. Obviously, we're missing a ton in here, but I think it's a really cool like thing to do and thing to work on as I'm going. So missing a ton of stuff, not anything to look at really by any means. And then last but not least, we have a few cards from, wow, glare on that one, you can barely see it, Wigglytuff, and just a few cards from Jungle that I just decided I'd throw some Jungle. We got a first edition Pikachu, first edition Meowth, but I mean, that's literally all I have from Jungle. So essentially what we're going to be opening up today is to fill in these pages right here, these first 2 pages. And then hopefully we're going to pull the uncommons, or the, uncommons and commons that we need to fill this thing out. So without further ado, that is my entire Pokemon collection. Obviously I have a ton of cards. I mean, if you take a look, I literally just have like, these are all like high quality cards. This is all from like Shiny Star V, or not all, but most of it's from Shiny Star V, like all really good cards in here. I have just tons and tons of extra stuff. But that's the kind of stuff that's going to be going into the auctions, you know what I mean? Like, all of this stuff is just good quality stuff. We've got some, like, McDonald's cards in there and everything. Essentially, my goal has kind of shifted over to master sets rather than essentially just lots of one good card or lots of, you know what I mean? I really just go for, like, quality over quantity at this point, and that's kind of where I'm headed. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time. You have waited patiently. It is, the time is upon us. Let's go ahead and bust out the scale here. I stole Martina's baking scale once again. And some of you guys mentioned very correctly that I need to get a more precise scale. So I have one on the way, but unfortunately it's taking forever. But we're looking for 21 grams on all of these card packs here, because that basically verifies that there is more than likely, not in every single case, but more than likely a holo in these packs. Ooh, that one was flickering between 22 and 21. So that's probably a good one. We'll put that one last. And we got 21 there. So let's put this one last, and we'll put these first. These are from the year 2000, first edition. Never again going to be printed, and never before or again going to be first edition Team Rocket sets. And just to basically remind everyone what I'm still looking for, I need 18 more cards from this set. So I need all of these cards holo, essentially. I need Dark Alakazam all the way to Dark Weezing holo, and then all the way to Rainbow Energy. I need all of these holo, and then I need a non-holo version of Dark Charizard, Machamp, Vileplume, and Dark Jolteon. So any of those cards are going to be an absolute win. I'm looking forward to this. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the heavy first edition Team Rocket opening begins now. I am going through a lot of my personal collection that I've bought to actually do this, and I literally cannot wait. I'm really hoping for a Dark Charizard, to be completely honest. If we pull a Dark Charizard, I will lose my mind. I will lose my mind, dude. So, without further ado, our first card is an Imposter's Oak Revenge, first edition, extreme vintage. Here we go. Dark Gloom. We are looking for that Dark Vile and the Dark Jolteon right off the bat. Right off the bat, we pull something we needed. That's absolutely great. So now we just need a few more. I believe all of these are going to be in the rare slot, though. So essentially, we're not going to be pulling any of these now. We're going to be pulling the big boys up here. All of the big boys are going to be hopefully pulled here. So we got the Dark Jolteon. I'll set that aside just because we need that a little bit more. Meowth. Goop Gas Attack. Grimer. And fun fact about the Grimer. It's not really a fun fact, but creepy fact about the Grimer. They had to change the card for English because in Japan, the Grimer was like looking this way. And they just, the people in English were just like, we can't have this in Japanese. Like the Japanese card has that. We cannot have that for English. So they changed it, which is a good thing because it was creepy. Creepy card. Creepy back history. Oddish. We got the Zubat. Couple of kind of L cards here. No, right as I'm about to say it, the first edition Charmander. The centering on this set looks, or this pack rather, looks okay. It's not going to be PSA 10 quality based off the front. I believe we have 2 cards left. We have the Abra. And here we go, baby. The first, hopefully, I mean, there is a chance that this is not going to be holo. But hopefully, the first holo of the day. It should be, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, That's a... Okay, this is kind of an L because we pulled a holo trainer card. It's really hard to tell, but it actually is a complete holo training card. But it is a W in the way that I did need this. You know what I mean? I actually, for continuity, for completionist's sake, I actually did need this card. So that's kind of a W in a very, very, very small way. So let me go ahead and sleeve up this Jolteon. Those are 2 cards that I needed, now complete for the master set. Let's go ahead and grab this Charmander. The rest of the cards there aren't that great, but obviously we'll still keep them. Maybe we'll do a little like first edition auction with like the Charmander and some cards that aren't so great or something like that. Either way, beautiful cards to start off. Beautiful, beautiful cards. All right, first pack, kind of an L, but still a W in my book because at the end of the day, I needed it eventually. Might as well have pulled it. Might as well have pulled it there. First pack, because it can't really get any worse than that. Well, it can. It could be a non-holo. I almost went for a code card, dude. That's how you know I haven't been doing vintage very much. I was originally only going to do 3 packs, but I said, you know what? We only hit 100K subs once. Let's go big or go home. And a Dark Vaporeon right off the top. Beautiful card. Beautiful card to pull. A Dark Charmeleon right underneath it, dude. Huge. No, and a Dark Dragonair. Bro, this is not very common to pull 3 Darks in a row. Dark Dragonair is beautiful as well. We've got the Drowsy asking to be picked up. Do we pick him up? Let's pick him up for this pack. Let's give him a little boost. Let's see what he's up to. Get a Dratini, a Ponyta. Here we go. Next up, we got the Magnemite, which is one of my favorite arts in this set right here. The Magnemite art, very minimalistic, very cool though. Meowth. Not a fan. Not a fan of this card, but that's okay. We have Goop Gas Attack, and I believe our next... Nope, we have one more. One more. I see a little gap there. We've got Coughing. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of separation on these cards, which usually is a good sign that there's a holo here. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for our first edition pack of the day. We have a Dark Weezing holographic. It is a holo. Wait, is it? Yes, it is. It's so hard to tell on this card. It really, really is. You just have to catch the light perfectly correct. And it is a card that we need. I mean, it's not... it's not really a great card, but it is a card that we need. So we'll take it. At the end of the day, we'll take it. So we now have... I mean, we now have... I mean, literally, this Dark Charmeleon is a better card than that Dark Weezing right there. But it's one that we needed for the binder. So, beautiful. Absolute beauty. I kind of want to sleeve that... Let's grab the Vileplume and the Dragonair. These are really good pulls as well. We had some really fire uncommons and whatnot in this pack. Beautiful. Let's get those pennies sleeved up. All right. So we have our W pile, we have our L pile right here. All right, next pack. We got 3 more to go. Can we pull the Dark Charizard or a Dark Blastoise holo, man? Either one. I would be super fine. And also a Dark Dragonite for 100K subs. For 100K subs in today's video, I think we can safely ask. I think it's fair to ask for at least one of those. And if not, a Dark Machamp. A Dark Machamp is... I really like the Dark Machamp card. Hey, there it is. The Dark Electrode. Beautiful first card to start us off here. We've got the Magikarp. Love this Magikarp. Dude, I think I feel a gap. Oh, wait. I don't see any gappage there. Could this be... I think we have at least... Like I said, out of all of the 15 packs I bought, up to 3 of them will not have holos. So it's possible that this could be an L pack. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, at least, even if it's a non-holo, it's either a non-holo Dark Charizard, non-holo Dark Machamp, or non-holo Dark Vileplume. Any one of those would be great. Slowpoke. Dark Raticate. Come on, baby. Give me the touch. Give me the touch. Mankey. Voltorb. We got a couple cards left. Diglett. Sleep. A Squirtle first edition. Let's go. Huge W on that. Huge W on that. Can I get his big brother right here? The Dark Blastoise. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Oh, it is the Dark Machamp. Dang it, dude. I did say I did want the Dark Machamp, but it is also a non-holo. So let's go ahead and get this Squirtle nice and safely home. So it's a little bit of an L. It's a little bit of an L because it's a non-holo. But like I said, there were a few non-holos in this pack. And if I had to get one, getting one that I actually needed is huge. Getting one that I actually needed is insanely lucky. So every single pack has had something we need. We just haven't had anything amazingly good yet. We really have not had anything amazingly good yet, unfortunately. But there's still time. There are 2 more packs. The last one was ultra heavy, so there's almost guaranteed a holo in there. Here we go. Eevee off the top. We love that. Any Eevee fans in the YouTube video? Here we go. All right. Let's see what we got here. 3 cards to the back. All right, here we go. I'm giving it a tap for good luck. Here we go. Oh, there's a little gappage there. Y'all notice that? That looks like a little bit of gappage there to me. All right, here we go. Dark Kadabra off the top. Here we go. The Boss's Way. Big Giovanni. Freaking, dude, I love this set. I just love dark Pokemon so much. Big Magikarp. We've got an Eevee, first edition. Meowth. Here we go. Goop Gas Attack. Here we go. Grimer. We got the creepy Grimer. Come on, baby. Give me another starter. Give me another starter. Oddish. It's kind of sad. Bulbasaur got no love in this pack. Zubat. Here we go. One more card. And that's Charmander again. Bro, our luck right now with these cards is actually on fire. All right, we have one more. Literally and physically. On fire. All right, what do we have? The Dark Machamp Holo, dude. What in the world? What in the world is going on? What is actually going on? I mean, all right. Machamp after Machamp. All right, we have now both Dark Machamps completely done. Look at that. We got the non-holo version and the holo version. So like I was saying, you'll notice at the very, very bottom of these cards, you notice how they're numbered differently. That's why they're like kind of separated in this set, and you have to collect both of them in order to have a master set. So beautiful cards right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Unfortunately, no big pulls yet. I mean, there's like 3 really, really big pulls. You really want to get the Dark Charizard, you really, really want to get the Dark Blastoise, and you really, really want to get the Dark Dragonite. Those are the big 3 that you want to get out of here. Last pack for first edition. I think we're going to be happy with whatever comes out of here. I'm almost certain of it. Ladies and gentlemen, the ultra heavy pack. This is the heaviest one. And hopefully for future openings, I'll have the really, really refined scale, if that makes sense, to, get in on this and really, really be able to figure out the exact weights of all these so we can try to guess. All right, here we go. This one almost guaranteed has a holo here. Let's get it. We have the Dark Gloom. Let's zoom in for cinematic effect. Dark Gloom. The Dark Jolteon right off the bat as well. Love that. Dark Golduck. Freaking the arts of these are so cool. Goop Gas Attack. Meowth. Okay. Eevee. We have another Eevee. Great pulls on the Eevee here. We have the Zubat. Oddish. Oh, dude, I'm getting nervous. All right, here it is. The last pull of the day. What energy do we got? What energy do we got? Oh, crap. Okay. All right, here we go. Last card of the day. Can we pull it, ladies and gentlemen? It's a Dark Alakazam non-holo. How? How is that possible? It was the heaviest pack we had. Huge print line on that bad boy, too. I don't know if y'all can see it, but right where my finger is, y'all see that print line? Huge print line on that bad boy. Unfortunate. No, I'm sad. I'm sad. I really wanted, dude, for 100K subs, I really wanted to get lucky. I really wanted to get one of the big 3. All right. Well, you know what? We took a little bit of an L on the last pack, but I mean, it's a W overall. Let's take a look at what we got here. So we had these are the best pulls out of these 5 packs, which I mean, we had really good luck on getting some starters. So we had Dark Jolteon, Dark Alakazam, we had a Charmander, Dark Machamp Holo, Dark Machamp non-holo, we had a Squirtle, we had a Dark Vaporeon, Dark Dragonair out of that 1 pack, and Dark Charmeleon all out of that 1 pack. We had the holo Dark Weezing, we had another Charmander, we had a Dark Jolteon, and we had the holo Here Comes Team Rocket. So heavy packs again. The good news is that they're out of the way. Essentially, the cards that are, you know, guaranteed to not be heavy, and the ones that basically were question marks, 2 out of 3 of them are now taken care of. So there's at most 1 more non-holo in my cards, basically, which I'm really, really excited about. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all have enjoyed. If you have enjoyed this, please leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we're now on the road to, what is it, like 150,000? Is that the next goal? I don't know. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody, and goodbye.